What's good, everyone? I'm Marcus, and this is another Train With Me video. Today I'm going for a rep max attempt on deadlifts. I'm going to try and hit 3 reps for 395. I couldn't do it the last time. I did 395 for 2, but I felt like my form wasn't great, so I quit there instead of going for a third. So I'm going to try it again because that was back in January, and I've successfully hit 385 for 3 without issue at what I rated an RPE 9. So I think 395 is there. All right, so I've already gone through a few of the warm-ups. From here on out, it's singles, so I'm going to do 265 for 1, then go for 315 for 1, probably 355 for 1, and then go for my rep max attempt from there. Still got to work on keeping those hips down before I rise. There was a whole lot of shaking going on in the legs, and midway through, as I got to my knees, I really came this close to just dropping the weight and calling it quits. But I'm rather stubborn. I said, you know what? I got it this high. I'm just going to continue, and I'm glad I did because I got it. It was an absolute 10 RPE, no question about it. But I'm happy because that brought my estimated 1 rep max up a couple of pounds. So I'll take it. I'm done with deadlifts and things went very well, so I'm very happy. But you may notice that I use straps today, and that's because I've been struggling with grip and form, and for me they go hand in hand because I'm unable to get good lat engagement to pull on the bar the way I used to. So in the past, before I started getting heavier deadlifts, I was able to employ a double overhand grip with much success. But as I approached 350 and north of that, I started to struggle with grip strength and keeping the bar in hand, so I decided to move to the mixed grip. And I've been successful at using that in competition and hit 419 at my last meet, but those are just for singles. So when I'm working on multiple repetitions in a set, I don't like the mixed grip. Every now and then I get that helicopter rotation of the bar, but it didn't really affect my lift so much. And now that I'm getting stronger and the program is requiring me to pull heavier and heavier weights, it's becoming more challenging for me to really keep my form intact. And I think a lot of that is due to the mixed grip. I'm not able to get that lat engagement I need when I'm trying to pull the slack out of the bar and wedging myself in under the bar. So I've resorted to trying straps, and I think they were very helpful for me today. I still think my form could have been better, but one thing I will note is as we approach new rep max attempts, whether they're singles or triples, there will be some form breakdown because you're basically scratching new territory. And until you've hit those numbers on a more consistent basis, your form will suffer a little bit and you'll be a little bit sloppy. And I don't kick myself for that too much because I understand that, but I still would like to practice better form. So the straps are going to be in the repertoire moving forward as I continue working on heavier and heavier deadlifts, and know that when it comes to competition, I'm going to have to resort to the mixed grip, which was new for me in the last couple of competitions, so it's not that big a deal. I have exposure to it. I can do it. I don't like it, but for a single, I can manage. That being said, I do expect, as in the past, deadlifts may seem to get more difficult for me, not just because of the weight, but because of the recovery. I'm not worried about that too much because in the past, the recovery in that final week of the peak block was adequate to get me on the platform and pull new PRs. So I'm looking forward to doing the same thing again, but I'm going to continue with the rest of my training session, which is 4 sets of hip thrusters and some hanging leg raises, and call it a day. I appreciate your time as always and supporting me, and I'll catch you on the next one.